What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing, and I just finished up watching Emanuel Navarrete versus Joet Gonzalez, and this was a 12-rounder for the WBO Featherweight World Championship, and this fight was Friday, October 15th from the Pechanga Arena in San Diego, California, and this fight was broadcasted on ESPN+, and in this fight, Emanuel Navarrete was able to get a unanimous decision victory over Joet Gonzalez to defend his WBO featherweight world title for the second time. I had the bout scored at 116 to 112 in favor of Emanuel Navarrete, and I did agree with two of the judges who also scored at 116 to 112 for Navarrete, and the third judge had the bout 119 110 for Navarrete. So, this fight was much better than I expected. My scorecards that I did predict were somewhat correct. One of them was at least, but the fight was fairly exciting. It was more competitive than I thought it would be. There was a lot of competitive rounds throughout the fight. Emanuel Navarrete was mainly the one fighting off the back foot, actually, which is something that I did not expect. I felt that Navarrete would be the one using his physicality and size to sort of dominate Joet Gonzalez while he was trying to come in or trying to be the one landing counter shots, but it really wasn't the case. It was Navarrete somewhat switching to southpaw at some points. Navarrete had some success switching to southpaw, was able to hurt Joet Gonzalez a couple of times, mainly early on in the fight when he landed a beautiful check left hook. But Joet Gonzalez did buckle Navarrete early on as well when they were both landing big, powerful right hands. Navarrete got caught with a beautiful one. His knees buckled a bit, but he was sort of saved by the bell a bit because the round was just coming to an end. But yeah, Navarrete was really the one boxing, countering. And that's not what you would expect in a Navarrete fight. And he showed that he could also fight at mid-range and the outside as opposed to just bursting and coming forward with big shots and combinations. But he did also show he has really, really fast hands like always, just throwing his big, powerful combinations coming forward. Very fast. He go from the body to the head as well. As for Joet Gonzalez, he showed he had a lot of heart. He showed he is a true warrior in the ring. Put up a great performance and showed that he's really meant to be in this top 10 in this weight class, because his only two losses are to the best guys at each time. At 126, at one time it was Shakur Stevenson, and now 126 it's Emanuel Navarrete. So, Joet Gonzalez is a great fighter. Was able to test Emanuel Navarrete greatly here, and an excellent fight as well. So with that being said, what is next for Emanuel Navarrete? I would love to see him fight either the winner of Galahad versus Kiko Martinez, which is most likely going to be a win for Kid Galahad. I would just want to see him fight a champion or a top guy, maybe even Mauricio Lara if he's able to beat Josh Warrington again, or Lee Wood, just any other champion or top 5 guy. I wouldn't even care if it's Ken Zhu who's coming off a loss. I just want to see him fight another top 5, top 10 guy. That would just be an exciting fight. And mainly those champions in the weight class, either Gary Russell Jr., Leo Santa Cruz, could be a battle of the two Mexican champions at featherweight. Maybe Mauricio Lara, Josh Warrington, Lee Wood, just any of the top guys in the weight class right now. But what is next for Joet Gonzalez? I wouldn't mind seeing him fight a guy at the level of like Miguel Mariaga or better, most likely better, maybe someone in the top 15 in the featherweight division, because I still think he's got the goods, and I still think he's able to beat those guys, and that he's at a level of like a top 15, top 12 to top 10 at featherweight. But I don't really know any exact names that he could fight next, but just someone in the top, anywhere from the top 10 to the top 15. So overall, Emanuel Navarrete defeats Joet Gonzalez by unanimous decision to get his 35th victory and to successfully defend his WBO featherweight world title for the second time. And that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.